Yes, yes, yes. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Royal Rundown, the absolute best show in all of pro wrestling. We all know it. You know it. I know it. The world knows it. Now let everybody know. What is going on, everybody? I am your host, SERG VICENTE. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. You are watching us live right here on YouTube. Salute to the plug. Obviously, the Scrap News. Check out the Scrap News, scrapnews.co for the absolute best combat sports journalism out there. It's not even close, man. Check them out. Also, come on, man. Check out the Fight Pod for all the best combat sports news and everything out there. Love y'all. All right, on today's menu, we actually have a lot to get to, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We are absolutely gonna talk about Mania because I don't know what it is. There's been a few months, few weeks, whatever it is, and it's been awful being a WWE fan. But over the last 2 to 3 weeks, holy shit, maybe they know it's the WrestleMania season and they have really brought it together. So we're going to talk about a lot of that. We're going to talk about a little bit of AEW. We're going to talk about Kevin Owens, Stone Cold, what's going on with that. OMOS, what is his future in the WrestleMania and who is he possibly going to face? Is Veer finally going to show himself? Three-way match, Seth and Cody, and so much more, man. So thank you all again for watching us live this evening. As you guys know, catch us each and every Tuesday right after NXT. Yo, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but NXT has really been throwing some wrenches in there that I think a lot of people didn't expect. You know, we're looking at a lot of people that are potentially going to be called up to the main roster more quickly than we probably initially thought. But there's also a whole lot of other things going on that I don't quite like, but we'll talk about that a little later on the show. Hope you guys are having a great week. I know it's only Tuesday, but let's start the week off breezy. But let's go ahead and jump on into it, shall we? Let's see. Thank you guys, everybody who's watching live today. Thank you so much. All right. So before we jump into everything with the Mania news and everything, I wanted to jump into what's going on with AEW because coming out of Revolution, there has been a couple of things that have really caught my eye and piqued my interest. And I have to say, and I want to ask everybody here, what in your opinion are some of the best feuds coming out of Revolution? Because what I am currently seeing with Team Taz, with against Keith Lee, and now with the addition to somebody like Swerve, whose house? Come on, fam, we already know what it is. It's Swerve's house, and now the two of them are going against Team Taz, and I'm loving that. And look, I'm going to be very honest with you. Mostly, I'm not here for black on black violence unless it's in my pro wrestling, and I love every aspect of that. Put all these guys in there together, and I am telling you right now, they are going to make magic. And one of the dopest things, especially about this feud specifically, is that how many layers it can get into. Obviously, we have Swerve and Keith Lee, and the way that they're being looked at as these outsiders, the other guys that came here and are trying to do the thing. We were here first. We built this. Y'all trying to take it. It's so many dope ways that they can build it. And I mean, come on, man. Keith Lee's the type of dude that ends up, patting you on the back, even if you pitch him in the face. So I mean, we love Keith Lee. He's a beautiful human being, and I love what he is doing. So for me, that is the biggest feud that is coming out of AEW Revolution that I think I'm the most invested in. Let me ask you guys, and let me look at the comments real quick. What do you guys think? You only care about Jay? You know what? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but we are out here making that. We're going to figure it all out. All right, moving right along. And this is one thing that we had to discuss. And guys, that was my AEW portion of the show. We're very, very, very fortunate that I even said that much. So, for all our AEW fans, that's about all we got today. But it is Mania season. We are talking about WWE stuff, and I have to start with this. I'd almost say I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up, because this guy has absolutely blown me away. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, KO 316 is the GOAT. Oh my God. My man came out there in my hometown, Chicago. And I mean, first of all, broke most people's heart, and I can't stunt. Even at the very beginning of Raw, when I first heard that glass break, I don't know about you guys. Again, keep it a buck with me. But when I first heard it, I the 10th of a second, I thought Stone Cold was gonna come out there, and I was like, "Yo, I cannot believe it! Look at KO. He came out there, and like I said, he absolutely stole the show." And one thing I have to say about this, and really made me think about it, is in terms of Kevin Owens, like, who is better on the mic right now than Kevin Owens? He's having more fun than everybody. And again, I know we have, the MJFs and we can go Roman or whatever else you want to say, but in terms of having the most fun and what he's doing in terms of like, I mean, dude, what kid didn't want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin at one point in time? Come on, to be able to do that, to play with the crowd, to fake drink a beer and then even the little nuanced things that he did, the missing, the not catching the beer cans when they're thrown to him. How dope was that? Kevin Owens is a national treasure. I don't care if he's from Canada. It doesn't matter. He's incredible. I love everything Kevin Owens is doing. And you know what? Look, we all know he's probably not going to win. But Kevin Owens, man, is really solidifying himself. This is some GOAT level shit. I love everything Kevin Owens is doing. Again, we're going to talk about that later on in the show. Some more news that I'm actually hearing, and I'm coming out with it. Anything you guys say about Kevin Owens, we got to talk about. Yo, dude is incredible. It's one of the best things ever, man. But here's some other news that I have heard coming down the pipeline in terms of WrestleMania. And this is one of the things that I'm not going to stunt. I'm not very happy with. And it's all about the giant, the big man, almost, and his potential, his possible opponent. And one thing that everyone is saying right now is that it seems as if none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Bobby Lashley, is going to end up coming back from injury sooner than we believed and is going to end up facing Omos at WrestleMania. So I'll be very honest with you guys. I think this is a terrible idea. This is a fucking awful idea. And the reason I'm going to say this is such a terribly awful idea is because why are we just going to, either way we lose. If we go out there and Bobby Lashley squashes them the way it should happen, then what was the purpose of everything that we did with Omos? And on the other hand, if he goes out there and squashes Bobby Lashley, fam, he was the champion yesterday. So what are we doing? I think this is a terrible, terrible idea. I don't know what they're doing. I hope Bobby Lashley is actually healthy. And if he is healthy, well, then okay, I guess. And maybe there's going to be some shenanigans. If there's shenanigans afoot, I maybe can get behind it. And maybe if you get General, whoever the hell dude is, and Apollo, who just keeps on losing, which I kind of breaks my heart, but they just have him just getting squashed left and right. I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. I have no clue what's happening, but unless there's shenanigans afoot, I do not. And I repeat, and I will say it one more time for you guys. Omos versus Bobby Lashley, if it is something that happens in Mania, I'm not here for it. I'm not, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'll appreciate it. But I think it's whack. I think it's fucking whack. But again, let's move on because there's so much more going on. And this is something that I was excited about. I don't know if you're excited about, but I was excited about because out of all of the months and the years and the weeks that we have been waiting, it seems like he's finally coming. Fucking Veer, the man. Veer is finally coming. April 4th, he is coming, and I had to let you guys know I'm hype about it. But here's the catch. They said April 4th. They didn't say the year, so we could be waiting for another year, 2, 3, who knows. Look, this is what I'm gonna say about Veer. All jokes aside, my man better come out here and just layeth the smackdown on Roman Reigns. He better go up there and spit in the tribal chief's face and just single-handedly beat up the Usos, then turn around and suplex City Brock Lesnar. Because I'll be honest with you, if that does not happen and he doesn't just take over the world, this is going to be a flop. This is a terrible, terrible thing. They have a completely shit the bed with this one. I don't care what they do. It's not going to be enough. Veer, brother, I'm sorry. I have no clue where you have been, and I don't know why it took you so long to get here. But now that you're here, bless you. I 6 months. He's gonna be in Ring of Honor. I'm sorry. That's exactly what's just gonna happen. So one more time for the one time because Veer, April 4th, whenever that is, brother, I can't wait to see you whenever year that is. All right. Last but not least thing I'm going to talk about right now is this. Maybe I'm tripping. Veer, maybe he's going to be the second coming of Stone Cold Steve Austin and go out there and smash everybody. And I'll be completely wrong. I doubt it. All right. All right. One last one. I think a couple things I want to talk about. Oh, a couple great things that are happening. And one of the things that I really love, which seems like we're getting this incredibly dope three-way tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And the three teams on there are just absolutely incredible. And you're literally getting the wrestling version of the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have RK Bro, you have the Street Profits, and you have Alpha Academy. It is one of these are three teams that are just so much fun. And especially one thing I'm seeing from one of my favorite teams and one of my favorite current wrestlers in Montez Ford and the Street Profits is we're seeing a little bit of edge, a little bit of turn, not edge in terms of, the rated R superstar edge, but I'm talking about a little bit of edge in terms of they're getting a little feisty, a little spicy out there. And being that they were in my hometown this past Monday in Raw, and they were rocking the beautiful, beautiful, Bulls looking gear, which as a Chicago native, anybody rocking the red and black, the bread, fit is just immaculate in my opinion. So continue doing your things, gentlemen. Continue doing what you do. So that in itself was dope. But the having them turn kind of, I'm going to say, and again, we'll talk about it a little later on, but having them turn maybe not as much heel, but anti-hero. They're kind of that tweener phase. I think is super great for them, and especially at this moment in time. Alpha Academy, dude, keep having them do what they do. Shush, yes, all that good shit. It is fantastic. Otis, yes, I love that face. Everything to do is incredible. And then, I mean, how can you not love RK Bro? RK Bro is, I've never seen Randy Orton having this much fun. He is so locked in. They are both having fun. And I honestly, in terms of tag teams across all of this fantastic world of sports entertainment, I don't know if there's any other tag team that is more currently over right now than RK Bro. But with all of that being said, let's talk about these guys one more time. Just look at them. Look at them. Look at that face. Well, look, somebody else who's gonna come out here and help me talk about and not even because I got one more thing to talk about. I'm sorry. I have one more thing to talk about because there is a lot to talk about. It again, this is Mania season, and I'm not gonna stunt. Yo, I've been talking a lot of shit about the WWE recently. I have, and within a 2-week span, dude, they got me wrapped in. They got me hooked. And I feel like a doof, but they got me. Okay. Yes, I'm a Mark 1, whatever. I'm God. I cannot wait. And one more thing we're talking about is we have to talk about, dude, Seth and Cody. You heard the Chicago fans out there raw chanting Cody, Cody, Cody. We saw it all. We know what's gonna happen. And one thing I'm gonna ask, and my thing is, I feel like you're waiting too long. You're waiting too long. It's like you're leaving the milk in the fridge for a couple days longer than you know you're supposed to. Drink the damn milk, okay? And if you actually currently drink milk, you're disgusting. But aside from that, we already know what it is. I feel like they should have already given us a week or two to kind of build to it so that we're really excited about it. But look, I'm just going to assume that Vince knows what he's doing, but I am going to say one thing. If Cody does not come out this week, and because my next question is who's going to take longer to come? Is it going to be Cody or is it going to be Veer? So we'll figure that out sooner than later. Let's hope. All right, guys. Now coming to the show, like I said, hold on. You guys are in the comments with me. Let's see. I don't know what y'all see. You guys see, I haven't been able to get into the comments. Now I'm trying to link. But while I'm figuring out the comments and everything else, who am I going to bring on? I am going to go ahead and bring on my sister from another mister. We are talking about one of the best minds in all of pro wrestling. It's not even close. Paul Heyman said it himself. I don't care what anybody says. He absolutely said that. She is the legendary, the Illinois State grad, none other than my sister, Miss Dre Day. Dre Day, what it do? Oh, they over there in a little corner. What up?
What's going on, sir? Serge, you are on one tonight, sir. You done got your coffee in you. You in there. Let's go.
You guys got me on
Mania got him hype.
I've been up for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Mania got him hype.
Well, how are you doing today?
Doing fantastic. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. We're gonna round it off, with all of this, and it's gonna be good times, like it always is. Oh, come on, Carrie, Katie, y'all so dope.
Let them know. Let them know.
Steph and Sean, I see y'all. Okay.
Always got to get the respectable intro. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Hey, look. Wait up. Low key. Hey.
Like that, like for real. Cause
like
write all my cover letters, my guy.
High key. All right, well, look, Dre, thank you so much for joining me on the show. And everybody who is watching live right now on YouTube, thank you guys so much for joining us live on the show. We have a lot to get to. And again, like we said, it is Mania season, so the show predominantly is going to go ahead and be about Mania. But I think there is an important, yes, there we go. The mighty DRE. There we go. But one thing, again, now that you're here, I guess we got welcome to the show. I have to ask you, how good is Team Taz versus Swerve and Keith Lee? How is the heat on that? How are you enjoying? Because to me, this is the best feud coming out of AEW since, I should say out of Revolution. How are you feeling about this? Or am I tripping? Tell me.
You're not tripping. I'm with you. I'm here with I'm with you right now. I think I said it last week that it might be like the feud of the spring summer because I want it to last. I want all the matches between everybody within Team Taz and Keith Lee and Swerve. I want them all to wrestle each other. I want them all. I want it all to go down. I want tag matches. I want everything. And like maybe because I'm biased, I'm gonna be biased with you. I think this could be like the sleeper feud of the year. Like, let's go.
Come on.
Across the whole shebang. Like, I'm geeked. I don't know. Something about Swerve on Rampage running out with that chair and just throwing it. There was just something. He's got a different set of like stage presence and swag or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like it's just so refreshing. And then obviously we rooting for everybody black for all the reasons.
Every single one of them.
You know what I mean? But it's just something about that. And then the cool thing about that feud and the fact that we love the representation is that no two of those people, those characters are the same. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs and Keith Lee and Swerve are all completely different characters. Even, throwing the whole Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs being two big men, like that's
different
about
style
the
of
only
big men.
Those are the two. That's the only the only similarity that they have is that they're two big men. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I love everything about it. It just did something to my heart. I was very geeked. I was like, yeah, let's go. Give it to me.
it was fantastic. And first of all, that Friday show AEW has
Rampage is everything.
Rampage is everything. It is one of those shows that like I feel like I just worked out. Like I gotta have my inhaler and a tank top on because I be in that mug just breathing hard, jumping up and down, just sweating for no apparent reason.
It's easy to watch, and we're just trained for those 2 and in 3 hour shows from for Raw every week. We're as a wrestling fan audience, we're trained for stuff to be that long, and for it to not be that, and to still give you quality stuff all from out minute 1 to the end is great. Yeah, it's dope.
It is so fast. But here the thing is, when I look at these guys, right, and the last thing I'll say about this feud, because again, there's a lot to get to, but dog. It's like I like you were saying. I love the difference in styles.
Yeah.
And again, black folks aren't a monolith. Each one of them have
Right.
a different swag. All of them have a different vibe. I love every aspect of it. It just feels good to see all that melanin on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm as a wrestling fan, as a black dude, like all the above. I love every aspect of it. It's
Yeah.
fire. Yo, AEW, keep this. Don't please don't mess this up. Please. I
Right.
love this
Like,
too
give us
much.
what we want, G.
Please just keep this going. Like, I
Like,
love it.
please.
All right. Um, moving right along, because again, there is so much to get to, but I have to ask you this.
Mm.
Dude, Stone Cold Kevin Owens. Owen KO 316 is
Loved it.
killing the show. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. And again, I have a multiple part question with this question, but on a scale of 1 to 5, yo,
Right.
how good was that Stone Cold promo? I
I
mean,
mean,
and here's the
it
thing,
was a
not just this past one, the one he did on 316. Let's put those all in one. Let's talk about both.
all of them. Kevin
All of
Owens
them.
on a microphone is always a 5. Like, I've never seen that man not do dope shit. Like, he's always good on the microphone, and then he's great in the ring. You give KO everything you want. Why? Thank you, bro. That's, man, listen. Like, you give KO a mic, you give him anything. If you think about like what he's done in WWE, it's all been like just all over the
It's
place, right? And
fantastic. Yeah.
he's been a face, he's been a heel, he's been like a nasty heel, he's been a funny heel, he's been comedy
Yeah.
and serious. And that man, you can give him just about anything and he's gonna make it interesting, and he has, or at least
Absolutely.
entertaining. You give him this,
Oh,
Stone Cold's return at Mania.
and I
He
loved and I
he was
loved
gonna
it.
show out. Like, of course he was gonna show out.
And the
I
way he
expect
did
nothing
it,
less.
there were so many different nods that he did. He not only
Yeah.
going through, and I mean everything from the what's to obviously the whole get up, the fake
The
hair,
bald
the
joint,
bald
what?
cap,
Like, come
everything.
on, the
But one
details.
thing for me that I thought was dope, and you and I spoke about this a little earlier, but one
Okay.
thing that I thought was dope was not only the trolling on different levels, but it's the history and the length in which he went out there to troll. And I got a little video for you guys. We're gonna do a little history lesson out here. It's only about 45 seconds, and we're gonna do it. Because one of the things that he went out there and ended up doing was it reminded me of, and I was telling Dre this, I was like, it reminded me of when Shawn Michaels went out there and trolled the audience with Bret the Hitman Hart. And it's so interesting because obviously Bret the Hitman Hart is from Texas. And at the other hand, Owen is from where? Canada. Yes, I say Canada. My friend
Brett the
Ariel Hawani told
Brett,
me I could say it that way, and he is from Canada. So I'm going to say
Brett
it
the
just
Hitman
like
Hart
that.
is from
Yes.
Canada. G.
So yes, Canada.
Brett the
Wait,
Brett the Hitman Hart is from
let's show the
Canada.
people this video from Canada. Hold on. Here we go. All right, we seen you. That is
Who's
enough.
your daddy, Montreal?
You have to love that. Come on. And to be able to do that, and granted, it was against obviously my hometown Chicago faithful. Speaking of hometown Chicago faithful, you were in our beautiful hometown city of the Chi. And why were
Gang,
you in the
gang.
building? Never mind. I wish you was in the building. I really do, because I would
I
have
know,
loved for
me
you to be
too.
there. I
Me
would have
too. Next
absolutely
time.
loved
Next
it.
time. Next
Because
time.
you know what, you have been our AEW correspondent and have had like in the buildings for everyone. This one, I could just imagine you running in there with a Chicago 316 shirt ready
I
to
would have been
rock.
in there. I'd have been in there. Absolutely.
But you know what, you have me
Absolutely.
beat, because I have yet to, like I said, to go to a
Oh, we gonna
live
make
event, and we
we are
need to.
changing that
We
this year.
need
Like,
to.
this year,
Absolutely.
you're
Yes.
going to a wrestling
Have
show of
to.
some sort.
Have
Pick
to.
pick one, anyone. You gotta
Let
go.
me ask you this.
Yeah.
This, because while we're on we're talking Kevin Owens, and
Right.
Kevin Owens is going out there and he has been incredible.
Right.
Where do you personally, and I'll give my opinion on this in a little bit, but where do you personally, and you guys who are watching live right now, first of all, thank you so much for watching live on the Scrap
Yeah,
News or the
man.
Fight Podcast YouTube. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you check us out on the Scrap News. Fantastic journalism, the best articles that you will absolutely see in all of combat sports. I am telling you, check out the scrapnews.com, but also make sure you go out there and check out the Fight Podcast, because we're pretty fucking swell also. But One thing I have to ask you is this: where do you rank Kevin Owens' mic skills? And
Ooh.
who's your top 3 current wrestlers on the mic?
Oh.
Ooh, you got to
Of
think about it.
wait, of
And then,
all the
guys,
company,
if you
like
guys are watching live,
all
let
of
me know
them?
what you think. I'd love to know what you guys
Jeez.
think.
All companies, like right now, currently
Yes,
as we
all
speak.
companies. Give me all
So
of them. Every
I
single one
gotta
of them.
combine them. I gotta
I mean, when I
combine
say
them.
all companies, we're probably only talking about 2, but yeah, let's say
WWD,
all
yeah, and
companies. Yes,
AEW, right?
yes, we're
Right.
talking about 2.
I mean, right at this particular second,
Particular second, yes,
in the
yes.
last month,
Mhm.
I gotta give love to Seth Rollins. I gotta give love to Seth Rollins on the mic and just all around character work, period. Just my goodness,
Oh.
right? Um, I ain't gonna do 3. We're doing KO is definitely up there, up there. Edge has been doing a lot of great promos. Obviously MJF, obviously Punk. Hell, Daniel Bryan or
Oh.
Bryan Danielson, even. You gotta people sleep on his stuff. Sami Zayn all day long. Yeah, and Sammy has been stuck with a weird, like him and KO are, I think of them similarly. Like you can
Mhm.
give them just about anything. Maybe it helps because they're best friends, right? KO and Sami Zayn are like homies for real, for real.
Yeah.
And
For
like
real,
you could
for real.
tell because it's like you could tell that they study some of the same people. You could tell that they really go out there with one goal, and that is to entertain everybody. Right. And like that's the point, Katie. You're supposed to hate their outfits.
I think
Beth
this
did
shit's a
come out there
slick.
looking. Beth did come out there looking. Not Becky came out there looking like Lady Gaga last night. It was very funny. Ricky Starks is slept on. Mike for yeah.
That's a
I
good Ricky
just
Stark is a good one. Ricky Stark is a good one.
I never
Look,
follow these rules. You always give me like a number, and I'm like
you
3.
know, we'll
What
just
about
throw them
10?
out there. We just gotta throw them out there. And here's the thing: I'm gonna
Here's
say this,
10.
and peace, and you know, I gotta go out here and rock with my boy, and I don't care what anybody says.
Yes.
The tribal chief. I don't understand how people don't
Yeah.
have him out there. The tribal,
Let me tell you
we
why.
are the ones. Roman Reigns has
Yeah.
been, and I think we are just at the point that we have been. It's like with LeBron, right? LeBron just keep doing dope shit, and we just like, I'm tired of
We just
watching
kind of
LeBron do dope
expect it.
shit. We just expect it,
It's
and that's what I
expected.
think is
Yeah.
happening with Roman Reigns right now because the promos that he is cutting, and even the funny, the humor, even the stuff that he did even last week in SmackDown, like the
Yeah.
looks and stuff, he is killing every aspect of the
Hitting on
game.
all
And again,
cylinders.
on the mic, he's
Yeah.
killing it. I personally think, in me, this is me alone. I put Roman up there as well, but MJF has to be up there. MJF is really killing it.
He makes you want to punch him in the face. And
And,
that's his
and,
that's
and
his
that
job.
is and he is great at it, and he
It's
is
what he's
so
supposed
great
to
at it.
do.
I saw somebody say the Miz
Yeah.
actually
And he's
is
been great
fucking good, and
for
I can't even knock that. He's for a
he's
long
been
time.
good for longer than most of the people we
Yes,
just said. So
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
one
I
time for
mean,
the Miz for sure.
and we look at it and it's funny, and it just makes me also think about, because I went back just because it's WrestleMania season. I went back and watched a bunch of the Stone Cold stuff, and you forget how good, and you forget like the humor stuff that Stone Cold used to do. That dude was funny, and
Hilarious.
nobody talks about that. So we always think about like the aggro, like middle fingers drinking beer and the Randy Moss hands, but we don't talk about how how funny he was, and the chops that he had with that one.
Guitar playing Stone Cold with Kurt Angle is some of the funniest stuff you will ever watch. Like absolutely.
That part. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Come on, Stone Cold, man. But look, okay, so I'll say that I love it. That's a great point. I mean, KO, that entrance, what he did, fam, you got goated that day. Amazing job. KO
Yeah.
continues doing his thing. I love every aspect of that. All right, moving right along because we have so much stuff to go into. Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? All right, I have to ask this. And this is something that I'm very, 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 I'm really curious about for you specifically. Hold up. What are your thoughts on Omos versus Bobby? And is this a
Why?
mistake?
That's my thoughts. Why? 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 So
Let me know.
you were talking about it earlier, and someone put it in the comments. just put Omos in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like that's where he belongs right now. You know what I mean? And that'll be fine. It'll be fine. They can have him throw everybody around. It'll be great. But like having, first of all, Bobby Lashley coming back from an injury that was supposed to take him like months in 1 month is a little crazy.
It's supposed to take him 4 months to get healthy, and at this point in time, it's to end up taking it a month. He's supposed to be back.
We already know he's not human. He don't age, so like we shouldn't be surprised. But still, like what? That's insane. And I would.
Whatever
and so my thing is,
boy is on, sign me up.
Wow,
holy shit.
But like, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why waste? The last time we saw Bobby Lashley, he was the WWE champion. So why are
he was a WWE champion yesterday?
That was the last time we saw him on our screen. So why are we going to waste his comeback on a squash match of some sort? Like, because it's only going to be a squash.
It's going to be a squash
if
match
this is what
one
it
way
is.
Or another. It's really,
one way or the other. And then
exactly.
like you said, I agree with everything you said earlier. We can't, like, you build Omos like this for him to be beat by Bobby, and then, or you have Bobby beat him. And so then why did we do all of this? So it just, none of it, it's not.
Makes no sense.
This is, you just gave WWE a lot of credit for what they've done in the last 2 weeks to get us excited about WrestleMania. And, you know, fun fact, they literally do this every year for WrestleMania. Like WrestleMania season, it's, you know, before it's usually a little like, okay, what's happening? And then they hone in, and then they get you geeked for like, okay, Mania should be at least good, at least decent. There's at least 4 to 5 matches I'm excited about. They do this to us every single year.
Oh, it's one of those ones that, because I'll be honest with you, like, I'm really a Bobby Lashley fan, and not Bobby as a performer. I think he comes off, and from interviews and everything that I've seen and heard, he's a real one, and that's why I really mess with Bobby. And Omos, look, I don't dislike Omos. I like Omos. You know what I'm saying?
Omos has a lot of potential.
Big Brother. You know what I'm saying? He does have a lot of potential.
Omos has a lot of potential, and he's gotten better at a lot of things. I just wish he was getting better at NXT and not messing up what's going, not messing up per se, but just kind of throwing a wrench in what sounds like a pretty decent 2 days of Mania. And then this match is like, huh? Or this potential match, like this rumor for this match is very like,
I think it is. I think it's a mistake if they actually go forward with it. Obviously,
and that's if it's true.
It's exactly.
It's because it's still a rumor. You know what I mean?
And the thing about Mania is that, as we all know, like, things can change the day of. Remember,
minute of
Brock Lesnar was not supposed to win the day 1. That was a day of thing. So we never actually know what's going to go ahead and happen. All right, moving right along. I feel like we're floating today. This is good. What happened?
Katie's talking about that movie with Stone Cold where they kill each other on the island.
Yo, you know what? Low key, you know what?
I love that movie. It is.
Yo, thank y'all. That was a good movie. I thought it was all right.
It's no, Serge. Let's be clear. It's not a good movie.
No.
It's entertaining.
It is a good movie for what I needed at the time. It is. Look, if I'm going to sit back, roll a nice J, or go ahead and partake in my beautiful bong behind me somewhere, I would love that. That is the perfect movie to go out there and just have yourself a couple giggles with some violence and Stone Cold. Hey,
I've legit watched that movie more times than I'd like to admit. I've seen that movie more times, and I can't even remember the name of it, but I know exactly what movie she's talking about.
I'm telling you, like, that movie is
yes, Katie. Yes, you better have the DVD.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it. Yo, no, that movie was ill. All right. Moving right along, as I was saying before, because we do have some other, and I want to ask you about this one. Yo.
Yes.
This 3-way Raw Tag Team Championship match, is this the best match in all of Mania? Both days, is this the best match in all of Mania? Not the one you're most excited about. Is this the best match?
I'm not. That's really tough.
Asking good questions, boy.
You really do. That's why you're here. That's why we're here, for you to do that.
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, I think, yes, Carrie's got it right on the money. Carrie says it could be the best, but like, no storyline. That's
Uh,
facts. That's facts. But here's the tea with that. You've got enough star power in that tag match that the storyline is they want to be tag champions. That's the storyline. You know what I mean? And you know, fine. What I 100% agree with you about, loving that we've got a clear face in RK Bro.
Yes.
For clear faces in RK Bro, Randy Orton and Riddle. Clear heels in, you know, Gable and Otis, Alpha Academy. And then you've got the Street Profits, who are traditionally heels, or excuse me, traditionally faces, but have given you a little extra fire lately in the last 2 weeks.
A little extra spice.
A little extra, whatever it is. And I'm loving it. And like, I'm not sold on making them full heels yet, because, you know, I just, you know, I love heels like everybody else does. But like, I like the idea of happy faces that can still be edgy. You know, I like an edgy face, if that makes sense. I think faces don't have to be stupid. Sometimes in WWE, unfortunately, the faces are so noble
Stone Cold.
that they do
Stone
dumb
Cold
things.
is an edgy face. Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
but that's what I'm saying. We're talking about Stone Cold. He was the definition of an edgy face, you know? So
exactly.
like, they can absolutely do it. Yeah.
So like an edgy face. And I feel like what they did yesterday, right? Rocking the Bulls inspired gears,
awesome.
very face
gorgeous
moment in Chicago, right? But still attacking the faces as well. It was very tweener. And I like what they're doing right now. If they end up going full heel, it'll be dope. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it'll be dope no matter what. They're my picks though.
I have been saying, how long have I been saying
he has been waiting for Bianca as a heel turn, like yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll happen right now. She's too popular right now. People love her. Like, kids you got little white girls getting weave ponytails. Like, they at the shows. Like, they love her right now. And like, that's great. You know, I love her as that, you know what I mean? And again, she's not a too noble face either. She's a smart face. She has a little edge to her when she needs to.
Yeah, she does.
Using her hair is a heel move, low key. You know what I mean, in terms of wrestling. So
it is.
You know, I'm cool with the tweenishness right now. But like I said, but just like the Street Profits, whenever they do go heel, and whenever Bianca does go heel, it'll be great as well, because they're all dope at what they do.
So do you think, in your opinion, do you think this is going to be the best match? What do you think is going to be the best match?
I think it'll be this between that tag match, and then Edge and AJ has the potential to steal the weekend too. Like, match quality wise, they have potential to steal the weekend also.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm happy you said that, because low key. Wait, what? Who were the little white girls?
Because I said the girls was trying to dress like Bianca.
My bad.
I know my bro wasn't gonna let that slide. He had to say something.
All right. Okay, so this is the next thing I gotta go to, because I'll be very honest with you, and I am excited about Mania, and you're right. But here's my question, because we did say AJ Edge possibly. Is that, in your opinion, the sleeper match of Mania weekend?
Both. I think the two we just talked about are the sleeper matches, and then your boy.
So I'm gonna tell you what my match is. I'm gonna tell you what the sleeper match of the weekend is.
You tell us
my
what the
sleeper match of the weekend is, hands down, my personal favorite current wrestler. Okay, he's my new favorite wrestler. I don't care what any of you guys say. Hands down, the person that is going to steal all of WrestleMania is my friend and yours, Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is gonna go out here and put the A-Town stomp on fucking Austin Theory.
You know,
I cannot wait to watch every aspect of it. He has been killing me with everything that he does. Him going out there and helping out my boy Finn. Him going out there and jumping over. Did you see the form in which he jumped over that table and attacked that man? Every aspect of it was just pure gold. Okay. And to the point that I was like, one day, this is maybe just a pipe dream.
Do it. Say
But
it. Say
one
it.
day, I
Speak it.
swear, I want to go out there. I want to wrestle against Pat McAfee at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. One day, it has to
Y'all hear that?
happen.
Somebody tag
Hey,
Pat
I
McAfee
want
up in
this to
this joint.
happen. I
SERG is
need
calling
this
him
to
out.
happen.
He's calling him out.
Oh, it's a respectful call out. Oh my God.
No,
What do you think?
you are very like I wish this was a joke. It isn't. Pat McAfee literally last night for me, I was like, I always knew he was really good at this. He was really good when he had an NXT takeover match with Adam Cole.
Oh,
That was
it was
really,
great.
really good. Like, he is really good at this sports entertainment
He's
thing.
good.
Pat, this was like he's taken to this so well. And
Yeah.
like even and on commentary, like you could tell he gets a little bit more leeway than probably some other people would, but like obviously Vince likes him because he wouldn't allow it to occur. So like,
Hey, he literally said pro wrestling on WWE.
He
He
you're
went
not
out
supposed
there
to
and
say
said
that.
pro wrestling.
He
You're not
said that
supposed to say that. He said it
on the air.
on the air.
But he's so good. Like he makes you he's that guy that you're just is going to say something stupid, but it's going to be funny. And then like when he turns up, you believe, like I just believe him. And that's, I think, as a when we like pro wrestlers, we believe, no matter if we're supposed to believe that they're angry, happy, sad, silly,
absolutely,
etc. We just want to believe it. And like, yo, Pat, book the match and let's find out.
Book
Carrie,
the match.
Let's find out.
Look, I'm talking about Carrie out here being, the matchmaker, because I'm saying that is a match I'm willing to watch.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Yo, Bad Bunny's good. Yo, Bad Bunny, honestly, it might be, and you see Logan Paul was out there trying to talk shade. Like, look, I don't need to go to school. I'm just bigger. Look, Bad Bunny's cold. All right. I love everything that Bad Bunny doing.
Straight up.
All right. Moving right along as we were and guys, everyone who's been watching live today on the show, thank you guys so much for watching. This is always a blast. This is one of my favorite parts of the week. Shutting down my Tuesday evenings, hanging out with y'all. Usually when I'm on the West Coast, this is right in the middle of my evening. It's nothing. I'm on the East Coast, is late as shit. And so now I understand. So I appreciate y'all even more who be watching the show with me, because it be late, yo. This is rough. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome
back to the Midwest, G. You all right?
I'm not even in the Midwest. I'm out here in Atlanta and shit.
Okay, Mid-South.
Yeah, right. South. Maybe take me back to LA, like, sir. Come on, man. Take me back to LA. All right. Man, love that song. All right. So this one I do have to ask you. Because we've been talking about it. And again, staying with the Mania theme, Seth Rollins, the Fantastic Seth freaking Rollins. I love everything about Seth Rollins, everything from the storylines, his intensity, and his acumen in his technique in the ring, the characters that he brings, the little, Joker bouncing stuff that he does. Everything about Seth Rollins is fantastic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have a match for WrestleMania. And it seems as if the world believes, and all of the rumor mill and everything says, that it's going to be Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is it. Is this going to be like spoiled milk? Have they dragged this on too long? Should have given us Cody to give us maybe a week or two to build this up?
Right. I mean, in my personal opinion, yes.
Yeah, I want that. That's exactly what
they've dragged
it
out a little bit. However, what I'm gonna say is, it better be Cody, because if it ain't Cody at this point, there's gonna be some angry folks at WrestleMania that day. I mean, it's been reported that. See, that's my thing. It's been reported that he signed, and that's cool. That's great, but that doesn't mean he's gonna show up at Mania. I have this really just sad thing in my spirit that they might wait to the Raw after Mania.
He gonna come out with Veer. Him and Veer gonna come out holding hands.
You know what? I'm gonna see. That would be actually hilarious. The timeline would burn if that occurred. Okay. But yeah, I think they dragged it a little bit. Now, here's the thing about that though. Seth is so good. We're still watching. On Monday, when Monday comes, I'm literally looking for Cody because Seth has done so well carrying this
Yes.
storyline.
Yes, he has.
Granted, the storyline has nothing to do with Cody in per se. It has everything to do with Seth having something to do at Mania.
Yeah.
They did something kind of like it's feeling a lot like when Cena didn't have anything to have anything to do for Mania and called out the Undertaker, and the Undertaker didn't actually accept it until the night of Mania. Like they had Cena in, I forget which Mania it was a couple years ago, not too long ago, but it just reminds me of that. I don't even know, G. At this point, Veer, we're gonna get you a Veer shirt, G.
If he
It's
ever
yours.
showed up, I'd rock it.
But I'm just saying, like, to me, it's giving the way Cena called out Undertaker that way in a couple Manias ago or whatever. And like, I feel like that's exactly what they're going to do. Like they had Cena in the crowd and everything. And then the Taker comes out and challenges for the match. And then they had him squash him for like 4 seconds. They can't have a squash match with this because Cody versus Seth is a good match. Like,
it's a great match. Yeah, and honestly, realistically, if that is the match, it could absolutely steal the show. It could be the sleeper one that actually steals the weekend. But
it really could.
This is a great point right here. It's like Cody is one of those guys that's so dope. It doesn't matter how he debuts. The fact that he's going to is going to be exciting. I can see that. I could absolutely see that. And just the sheer fact. Now, me personally, I think they should have done it in Jacksonville. That's the way I look at it. I think they should have done it in Jacksonville or Chicago. Either one. Those are two AEW spots. Exactly. That they've done big things. You do it there. It's huge news. And I guess for me, I just felt as if it's a missed opportunity. I think that's just the way I look at it. I just felt it was a missed opportunity.
I know we have Peacock and everything, but like, you're missing an opportunity for new subscribers to Peacock so they can get Mania or whatever for those 2 days or pay-per-views, whatever. It's just a selling point. They're still trying to sell tickets to Mania. Like I feel like you would have sold some.
Y'all would have sold so many more.
I feel like you would have sold some.
Sold that.
If it was just official that Cody was versus Seth. But either way it goes, homie or Katie's correct. Like he is, he's a star that we know already. So no matter when he comes, it'll be exciting. Yo, wait, because true story, he almost died. So like, he's alive.
He's good. I don't know if he's still doing nothing.
Trips definitely had a heart scare or something late last year.
We gonna see him. The way these cuts are going, we gonna see his ass in AEW in June.
You know what? Stop it. You know who I am wondering about? I just thought about this before we got on air. Miss Bailey should be a little closer to healing pretty soon.
Where is she? I saw somebody mention her in the comments. Yeah, I know, but I feel like she should have been back. I feel like
I feel like Mania or Raw after Mania would be a good time. Same thing with Asuka. We're missing some key women. You know what I'm saying? Like Bailey and Asuka are two of them stars. Would add
so much to the division. And honestly, the WWE right now, and I hope that after Mania season and everything, we can actually give something like there's no reason to have the three-way tag team match. You have all this talent that's there that can be doing singles matches, and you can actually have legitimate storylines that will actually make sense with each and every one of them, but you're just throwing them together and hoping that it works. I think it's whack. Like I wish they didn't do that with them. And so hopefully if they bring back those other two, and maybe if we have even Ronda in from time to time, even though y'all know I'm not the Ronda fan, whatever, but again, it's just in terms of being having so many more options. Like, why are we putting every single group, pairing of talented women together and just saying, let's make them a tag team? Cool. And then on NXT, they're all like
throwing all the women together. Or just throwing all the women together in one or two matches only.
I can't stand that.
And it's a group match. It's like all that's it's just like they could.
I hate that because we think about it
for the title. I think. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we have the 2 singles feuds for the titles, and then we have the triple tag team match for the tag team, women's tag team championships. Do we have any other women's feuds on the main roster? I think that's it.
That's about it.
And we could have thought, I
That's
mean,
about
and we
it.
could have had some more stuff.
Baby.
Like, I love Sasha and Naomi as a team, but I would have like them as a feud would have been nice. That would have been
It
fun.
would have been
Liv
fantastic.
Liv
It would have
Morgan
been.
and Rhea Ripley as a team is dope, but them in a rivalry would have been also dope too. Like it's
Absolutely. It's
I
I
don't know.
think it's some missteps, but you know what? But here, I don't know how much more stuff you have to talk about, but let's talk about it right here in our closing thoughts.
Closing
What you
thoughts.
got?
I mean, I was like I said, I was thinking of the women because as one, but I was thinking of the women and just how they. I wish we had some more, um, just some more things going on for them in regards to WrestleMania in general. I mean, I do think what we have is going to be pretty good. The two main feuds for the main titles are obviously a big deal: Ronda Rousey and Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title, and Becky and Bianca for the Raw Women's title. Those will be two solid matches. Like they're going to
Of
be,
course. Yeah.
they're going to be good to great. You know what I'm saying? So like that's gonna be cool. The tag team match, I'm just really hoping the women's tag team title match has some time because there's so many teams in it now. I was cool when it was just 3 tag teams, but I think it's 4 now. Like,
I think you're
I don't
right.
know.
I think
I
you're
was
right.
like, so
Now,
I just
here's the
hope
thing.
I hope they give them some
Oh,
time to
I'm
cook.
absolutely here for this, especially if it's Naomi turning heel and she goes to the bloodline. Sign me the
Surge is for
fuck
that.
up.
Surge is for that.
Sign me up. I'm here for that.
Yeah. Right. Oh, can we talk, Katie? Why did they bring Alexa Bliss back just for we haven't seen her since Elimination Chamber, G.
Yo, they brought her back just to do those silly therapy spots that were just
She did
awful.
Elimination
And
Chamber right after
yeah,
that. Or at the in Saudi Arabia, and we haven't seen her since.
I don't understand it. I generally don't understand it. And again, like I said before, I look at it in terms of these are just missed opportunities. They're missed
Yeah.
opportunities, and it's where a lot of times people are getting the same,
My
what have you.
sister wants to mention Dana Brooke and Tamina for the 24/7
Oh my
championship.
god.
And sis, you so petty for that. But I mean, they there. You know
Yeah.
what? It is happening. That is occurring.
Yo, that
So I guess it's
that
true.
24/7 championship is something else. Oh my
You
goodness.
know, that
Yeah,
hardcore title back in the day was so fun because, like, you know what I mean? It was like the 21st title, but I feel like there was just more people involved in it, and like they didn't waste a match on it on Raw every week. It was always just the backstage stuff.
the backstage stuff will be cool. Like I don't know, it's gotten a little silly. Like I feel like the first couple weeks that they did it, yeah, you know what? I'm not having fun. Fuck it. Keep doing what y'all doing. Whatever. If it can be the silly part, hey, not everything got to be for me. So like
Right.
whatever. If somebody like it, do that thing. All right.
Right.
Yo, Mania is coming up so soon. We only
Yes.
have one more
Like,
Saturday, in
yeah.
between is this week, and then we got another one. So literally we only have one other episode of the Royal Rundown before Mania. We ain't going nowhere, just before Mania, that is. And you know what? Next week for Mania, maybe we could do something special. We gonna figure that out. Maybe for Mania we could end up doing something special, have a couple other people on, and have a good time with it.
All
But
right.
with that being said, that is all the time we have for today. My guest today, Ms. Drade, as always, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Everybody who's been
Thank
watching
you.
live on the Scrap News and on the Fight Podcast YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching the show. This has been the Royal Rundown. I'm your boy SERG VICENTE. Right here next to me, boom, my partner in crime is Ms. Drade herself. Ms. Drade, let the people know where they can find you.
You see it right there, Miss Dre 20 on Twitter, Miss Dre Day on Instagram. I ain't really doing nothing. I'm just being foolish in there. So come see me.
That's what it is. Well, guys, much love. As we know, like I said, you can find me at Serge Vicente at the Fire Podcast and also at the Scrap News for the absolute best journalism in all of combat sports. You know where to go. Check out the plug, check out the home team, check out the Scrap News. But with that being
Check out
said,
the
love y'all.
merch. Check out the merch.
Check.
Check out the
Check.
merch. Fight
Check out the
Podcast merch.
I mean, look, I
son.
was going to say it,
It's
but I mean,
that.
hey, by the way, look, we got
Click on
shirts
that.
on and everything.
Grab
You know what
one
I'm
of
saying? Click
those.
that
Grab
joint on.
2
You
of
know, go ahead and
those.
hit
You
2 or 3 of
know,
those.
do
You know how we
that.
get down.
Get the
Yo,
mug. Get
love
your tea
y'all.
on.
Hold on, wait. I gotta get my all that. Well, until next time, love y'all. We'll see you. Remember, each and every Tuesday, right after NXT, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll see y'all then. Love y'all. Peace.